The world is changing, and money is being watched like never before. The way money moves is becoming visible to powerful eyes. Every transaction leaves a trace, and every move can be watched. Each transaction feeds a web of digital surveillance. Central authorities can intervene instantly. Citizens feel the impact of every intervention. Central authorities monitor and influence millions of transactions at once. Financial control shapes who can access resources and who cannot. Individual freedom becomes conditional on digital compliance. Every digital payment leaves a clear, permanent record. Advanced algorithms track spending patterns and predict behavior. Financial behavior can trigger rewards or restrictions instantly. Central banks can monitor and influence transactions across the world. Every transaction feeds algorithms predicting behavior in real time. An agent watches global money flows, tracking every move. Every financial transaction is tracked, analyzed, and mapped in real time. Multiple transactions interweave, creating a visible web of global finance. Algorithms analyze every transaction, predicting future financial behavior. Algorithms don't just watch. They can guide and influence spending in real time. 1 million users interact simultaneously, creating a vast, dynamic web of financial activity. Algorithms detect patterns, turning millions of transactions into predictive insights. Governments act decisively, shaping society through their policies and leaders. Citizens react subtly to policies, their behavior quietly shaped by authority. While life moves on, behavior is quietly observed and recorded. Governments can act instantly, shaping behavior with a single command. Decisions made in silence ripple through everyday life. An invisible force quietly shapes the world. Every move can be watched, and behavior begins to change. Soon it feels normal until one person stops and realizes the movement was never their own. The system reacts, not with force but with correction. Those who fall out of alignment are not confronted. They are quietly removed from the flow. And most never notice it happening, because the system still feels normal. So the question isn't when it changes, but whether you notice it before it's complete. And once the flow is complete, there's nothing left to question. Silence follows. Not because nothing happens, but because everything already did. What remains is not control, but habit. A system doesn't need orders when behavior has already learned the path. And the most powerful systems are the ones no longer seen as systems at all. Control is no longer visible. It flows silently through every transaction, every digital footprint. Every payment, every choice becomes data. Data becomes power. Power becomes control. Algorithms guide decisions. Incentives and penalties shape behavior, silently, invisibly. Surveillance becomes routine. Control hides in plain sight. The question is not if this system will reach you. It already has. The question is, will you accept it? Every move you make feeds it. Every choice strengthens its reach. You may feel free, but every action is watched. Every habit mapped. Every preference recorded. You move freely, you decide seemingly at will. Yet every step is anticipated. Every choice subtly guided. You can follow the current or you can step aside. Freedom is not taken, it is chosen. The system is real. The choice is yours. Will you remain a data point or reclaim your freedom? Awareness is the first step. Understanding the system is the key to choice. The future is not written. Every action, every choice shapes it. Will you let the system decide, or will you decide for yourself? Every transaction tells a story. Every decision shapes your world. The system exists, but so does your power. The system is real. The choice is yours. Wake up, see the threads, and decide. Even in a world watched, awareness is light. Even in control, your mind remains free. The future begins with seeing. Every choice echoes. Every action leaves a mark. Be aware, be intentional, your freedom depends on it. Even when you step away, the system lingers. Invisible, subtle, shaping what you see, what you feel, what you can do. Every system leaves a mark, not just on data, but on people. Families, neighborhoods, communities, they feel the subtle weight of control. Money moves, but so does control. Small businesses, freelancers, informal workers, they navigate a world watched at every transaction. Every sale, every payment leaves a trace. Behind every transaction, a silent network hums. Servers, algorithms, artificial intelligence. Watching, predicting, connecting. The world moves, but the system moves faster. Control is not new. From ledgers in ancient markets to central banks in modern cities, power has always followed the flow of money. CBDCs are just the latest chapter. Amid the data, the threads, the invisible gaze, people awaken. They question, they resist, they reclaim their choices. Money is no longer just local. Digital currencies, invisible oversight, and data flows reshape borders. Nations compete, align, and adjust to the rules of an unseen game. The path ahead is clear yet unseen. Every choice matters. Will convenience outweigh freedom, or will awareness reclaim autonomy? The world is changing quietly, invisibly. Every transaction, every choice, every connection carries weight. The question is not if the system will watch. It already does. The question is how we respond. Every action flows into streams of data. Invisible rivers connecting you to systems, governments, corporations. The more we transact, the more they know. Even small decisions feel observed. Every purchase, every transfer, every click whispers in the shadows of the system. Fear, doubt, hesitation, quiet companions in a world of constant oversight. It's not just individuals. Communities notice patterns, question rules, and quietly adapt. Whispers become conversations. Conversations become awareness. History whispers its warnings. Control has always followed money, from ledgers to banks, from notes to digital streams. What changes is speed, scale, and subtlety. Data is no longer just collected. It is anticipated. Artificial intelligence sees patterns before we act. Our behavior becomes a forecast, not a choice. It's invisible, yet it weighs on us. Small choices feel heavy. Every transaction, every click, every glance, an unseen pressure shaping our lives. Resistance begins quietly. A hidden wallet, a cash transaction, a choice made off the grid. Small acts, but they ripple through the system. Whispers in the shadows grow louder. Small acts turn into networks, networks into communities. Resistance is no longer a secret. It begins to organize. Even the most controlled systems have cracks. A glitch, a loophole, a moment of human ingenuity. The system falters, briefly but visibly. After the glitch, life adapts. People learn, evolve, find new paths within the invisible system. Resilience becomes a quiet rebellion. After the glitch, life does not stop. It adapts. People learn to navigate unseen currents, to bend the system without breaking it. Every cautious step, every subtle signal becomes an act of resilience, a quiet rebellion against invisible control. Caution turns into strategy. Groups map the invisible system, probing its limits. Every test, every experiment is a question. How far can we bend the rules before they notice? What starts small spreads. A test here, a deviation there, and suddenly the invisible system trembles. The system notices. Subtle anomalies become signals, and attention turns toward the actors. Tension rises. Control is tested, but so is courage. The system responds. Algorithms tighten, monitors focus, and unseen hands intervene. Every move is now a test. Every choice, a risk. The strike lands, but the people respond. Plans shift, signals adapt, and resilience multiplies. Every setback sparks ingenuity. The strike lands, but the people adapt. Signals shift, movements reroute, and ingenuity spreads like wildfire. Every setback becomes a spark for new strategies. The system tightens its grip. Algorithms intensify, monitors sweep wider, interventions grow sharper. Yet the people do not yield. They innovate, adapt, and push boundaries further. A crack appears in the system. A brilliant maneuver, perfectly timed. Suddenly, control falters. For a fleeting moment, the invisible walls are pierced. A crack appears in the system. A precise, coordinated move. Control falters, even if just for a moment. They adapt. Every move calculated, every step synchronized. A surge of ingenuity pushes back, temporary but decisive. The system falters again, if only for a heartbeat. The system reacts swiftly. Firewalls tighten, digital paths reroute. Every escape route closes, almost. But human ingenuity is not easily contained. A calculated move. They push through the system's defenses, a moment of clarity, a fleeting advantage. For a heartbeat, control shifts. The system counters swiftly. Paths close, digital walls rise. Pressure mounts on the resistance. Every decision is critical. Every second counts. A window opens. The resistance sees it and moves without hesitation. The system strains, algorithms falter. A fleeting chance to change the rules, if only for a moment. The moment passes. The system recalibrates, the streets grow quiet. But something has changed. The resistance proved that even in the shadows, choice still exists. Every action matters. Every decision counts. The balance of power is never absolute. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and keep watching Black Finance Archive.